Hey everybody, it's Karen here with Lesson Company. I hope you're all doing well. For my first video tutorial, what I want to do is go through how to do a caricature. I picked a very popular icon in social media today and in music, Billie Eilish. I figured it would be a little bit easier for you guys to relate to as opposed to me doing a caricature of my mom. When you do a caricature, you want to capture the person's essence. So with Billie Eilish, for example, we all know she's got that totally over it kind of expression. We want to definitely capture that kind of looking up through under the eyelids. First thing I usually do, and there's not a right or a wrong way to do this, is I like to create some type of structure. For example, now you can see that she's got her hair parted down the middle, so there's a lot of forehead going on. So we're going to go light and loose, and there's a circle, so that's going to be this area of the head. And now I'm going to bring down a V shape, and that'll be where her chin is. And once again, this is just a guide. This is not the end all be all. So the next thing I'm going to do is start to lay out that expression. Now we can see the nose is off to the side because her head is tilted. I'm going to put a little guideline there, and that'll be where her nose will lay out. That'll be about where her mouth lays out. And if you notice, that's right in the area where that circle shape met with that little V shape of what will eventually be her chin. I'm going to put a guideline across for her eyes. Now this is just for me, so I know what's what. Very lightly going to go across right about there. Let's get cracking here. So first thing I want to do is I'm going to start with the nose and lay that in just light shape. Kind of hooks in and it pokes out. And you can feel free to pause this at any time if you want to catch up and you want to sketch along with me. That would be cool. Quirkier it is, the better it would be. That's starting to work for me. So let's go ahead now and bring out the cheeks. And if you notice, I have my reference very close. It's another thing you want to keep in mind. You don't want to start inventing things that aren't there. You want to draw what you see, not what you think you see. So if I wasn't looking at that, for example, I might kind of forget maybe that I wanted to give the little tip of the nose a little upturn. You want to always look at your sample. A lot of times I'm looking more at that than I am at the paper of what I'm drawing. And you can see that she's kind of got that going on. So I can see, this is an A-B technique that I like to use. I can see that this shoulder is touching right about where the nose is. So I use my sketch now as a guide to get that look. And the same thing, this is going up as if it's pointing towards her eye. So I'm going to knock that down that way so that we get that pose, because she's not just, you know, like a bowling pin. It's not like she's taking a mug shot. You know, she's got some sass to it. So I want to bring that out. And we can detail all that bling later. And I'm going to go ahead and darken that up for you, and we'll color it in. And we have our first caricature together of Miss Billie Eilish. Notice I switched to a thinner pen to get some alternate details. I used the thick Sharpie for the outlines, and I used the thinner little black pen for the inlines. And actually, this is just a regular old Pilot ballpoint pen. You can do a lot with regular pens and pencils and stuff. Just so that you know, I'm using double-ended Copic style markers. Got a skinny end on one side for fine detail, fat end on the other. So far, I've used these colored markers, a Sharpie, a number 2 pencil, and a good old-fashioned pen for my junk drawer. So I want to have a softer look for the skin itself. Now I've got highlights and shadows and things blocked in. I'm going for a kind of comic booky look. I'm going to switch off now to pastels so that I can get a more smooth gradation feel with the face, and maybe I'll even put in a background. I don't know. See how I feel when I get to it. If you want to see more art like this, go ahead and subscribe. If you want to take a class with me personally, you can go ahead and contact the Lesson Company in Wesley Chapel or me at mptkaren@gmail.com. On behalf of myself and Lesson Company, thank you for watching. Everybody stay home, stay safe, and I will see you next time.